If you own a plan or budget, you own a continuously evolving portfolio of problems, risks, and opportunities. And the pro dilemma you constantly face is, at this point in time, which problems, risks, and opportunities should I pursue? To be an excellent decision maker, you must become a master of resolving the pro dilemma. And this can be achieved by answering and executing the 5 questions of pro enterprise management. And these 5 questions are: what are your pro items? Which erode the most value if not pursued? Which, if pursued, create or protect the most value? Which should you pursue at this point in time? And what are the implications to your plan and budget? While it sounds straightforward, our natural capabilities in decision-making are constrained by the limits of a 100,000-year-old operating system, the human brain. To overcome this, we need analytics, but not just any logically sound analytics. The analytics must engage us in the ways that we think and form beliefs if they are to impact our decision-making. Pro enterprise management analytics do just that. But for the moment, let's look at just the output of such an analysis. Question 1 is, what are your pro items? Here's an example of a pharmaceutical executive considering 6 problems, risks, and opportunities. Question 2 is, which erode the most value if not pursued? I'm going to use the net present value of discounted free cash flow as our enterprise measure. And in this first graph, we'll take the 6 pro items and order them by their expected risk liability. And in this case, the risk associated with the glass vial's breakage represents the greatest risk liability at about $1.1 billion. The entire portfolio of 6 represents about $2.5 billion of risk liability. That's the value that's on the table right now facing this executive. Question 3 is, which if pursued create or protect the most value? The intent of the third question is to understand the magnitude of the expected gain if we were to invest our time and resources into any one of the problems, risks, and opportunities. In this graph, we've ordered the pro items by the magnitude of their expected net gain. And in this case, it's the risk associated with the unreported adverse events and the inconsistent database that has the greatest expected gain at about $325 million. We've also introduced the concept of investment productivity in this graph. And that represents, for every dollar of investment in a pro item, what's the dollar value that the enterprise gets in today's dollars? Question 4 is, which should you pursue at this point in time? To prime our decision making, I've constructed a simple table. I've taken each of the 6 pro items and I've ordered them once again, but this time by their investment productivity. I'd like you to notice the wide spread in the investment productivity values. This is not unusual and would be completely unaware of this without using this type of analysis. In the second column, I'm accumulating the investment spends. In the third column, I'm accumulating the value either protected or created by the spend. There are always budgetary constraints, and so we'll have to make the trade-off on our willingness to invest in problems, risks, and opportunities versus the value created or protected. In this case, if we have a budget of about $22.6 million, we expect to create or protect about $739 million in enterprise value. This would imply investing in all the pro items with an investment productivity of 22 or more. The table looks like this in a graph where we see the typical diminishing return on investment, on problems, risks, and opportunities. Question 5 is, what are the implications to your plan and budget? Of course, we'll need to understand the implications to our plan and budget if we are to make these investments. But we should also understand the residual risk liability associated with our portfolio of 6 Pro items. And in this case, even after the investment and action plans put in place, there's still a residual risk liability of about $1.8 billion left on the table, and most of that's associated with the glass files breakage risk, one of the risks that we chose not to invest in. Can you answer the 5 questions of Pro Enterprise Management for your organization? For more information, check out our website and my latest book, Problem, Risk, and Opportunity: Enterprise Management.